Hi, good afternoon. Welcome to this afternoon's class for strengthening and endurance exercises. For today's class, we are also going to be doing some aerobic and core exercises. So you don't need any extra materials or equipment besides your water bottle and your chair. All right. So the first half will still be our regular rehabilitative strengthening and endurance exercises, and then the second half will move into those aerobic and core exercises, and those aerobic exercises to really increase our heart rate. So that is kind of our focus for the second half of today's class. All right, today's quote is, "Resistance is a sign that shows you're going the right way." One more time. Resistance is a sign that shows you're going the right way. So I just like to think about how when we have challenges, we feel like that's a sign that we shouldn't be doing that. And so I liked this quote because it gives a different perspective and has us think about when we have those challenges and we have those obstacles, that it's not necessarily to prevent us, but maybe it actually means that we're doing the right thing. All right, so just having a different perspective, looking at things from a different way, not always seeing a challenge as something difficult and something that is in our way, but more as something that means this is the right work we need to do. It may be hard work, and that's what our goal is, and we're trying to get through that in order to move forward. All right, before we start these exercises, always just the same message that respect your pain, right? Don't go past the point of pain. All the exercises are recommendations and options, so you can always modify. You can always make adaptations, and as always, you can take breaks. Take those deep breaths whenever you need them. You don't need to wait for me. I know that sometimes I'm not always taking them as regularly or when you might like them. So again, always just pay attention. You know your body, you know where you need to be, and you know what you need for challenging yourself. So just take care of yourself and choose the right challenge for you as we go through these exercises. All right, let's go ahead and get started. All right, so I'm going to have that start. My feet are flat on the floor. I'm going to keep a straight back. I'm going to keep my core engaged, and I'm sitting on the edge of my chair just to make it a little easier for me to do some of these movements. All right, we'll take a few deep breaths to start. Breathe in and out, in through your nose, out through your mouth. One more, in and out. One more, and out. Happy Friday, by the way. Hopefully you've got some fun plans for this weekend, and if not, maybe you're just looking forward to having a restful weekend. All right. Our first exercise is our neck extension and flexion. So up towards the ceiling and down towards the floor. Next we'll move to our lateral flexion. So right ear to right shoulder, left. next we'll do our shoulder rolls. I'm going to start forward. Okay. And if you need to, you can always support your affected side by putting your hand under that elbow and pushing to help with that shoulder movement. All right, you're going to get a little more movement when you push underneath. Hope everyone out there is doing well today. Right. All right, and now switch directions. Right. So we're still doing those shoulder rolls. All right, let that relax. Okay, next, let's move to our shoulders. All right, so we're going to do shoulder flexion. Okay. Right, and always have, if we're focused on strength and endurance, you want to have controlled movement in the same speed in both directions. Right, so just be really aware of how fast you're moving. Right, so as you move up and then back down, make sure that your speed matches the other direction. So just try to use the same speed in both directions. Then you're pushing something into the ground. Okay, just a couple more. Okay. Next we're going to move to our biceps and our triceps. Alright, so this is our movement. Here. Okay, and again, you can still push against yourself, so just pretend that you're squeezing something up between your chest, in your arms, and then you're squeezing and pushing down into your lap, right, and then just reverse. Right, so push into your lap, and now push into your chest. Right, if you're just doing the movement, you're just going to go as far as your movement will allow, right, and that is fine. It's fine for the exercise. It's very good movement for your muscles and your joints. Just be aware of that you're using a constant speed in both directions. Alright, next we're going to move to our wrists. Alright, so let's go ahead and do wrist flexion and extension. Okay. We can also here. Okay. So you can also still just push against yourself in either direction, right? Just to get a little extra work from those muscles. Try to keep the same speed as you go in both directions. Next, we'll go ahead and do our fingers. Right, so fingers, we're going to do opposition. So bring each finger to your thumb, right, and push your fingertips to your thumb. I can come a little closer, right? We're just here. And if you can, you're going to squeeze as you touch each fingertip. Okay, all right, go ahead and let your hands relax. Let's move into our legs. Right, so first we're going to start with our leg circles. So bring up your right leg and make a circle with your right leg. You're also going to want to move your ankle in the same direction. You can bend your knee here. Right, that's a modification you can make to the exercise. Okay. Right. If you want to make it harder, then you can make a bigger circle with your leg. Again, though, just make sure that you're using the same speed for the entire movement. Right? You can also just make it more challenging for your muscles for that strength and endurance by going slowly. Right? So for whichever modification you choose, just try to make sure you're speed for the entire motion. Okay. All right, go ahead and put your right leg down for a second. We need to do this exercise with our leg, but we're going to do a circle in the other direction. Right? If you need a little bit longer, you can take a little bit longer. If not, go ahead and bring up your right leg and make those circles in the opposite direction you were going before. Right? If you can, also include your ankle. Right? If that's a lot to coordinate together, you can just do your ankle circles first, and then your whole leg, and then just your ankle, and then your whole leg. Right? Lots of different ways that you can modify this exercise. Right? So do what's working for you and how your body is feeling today. Right, go ahead and let that relax. Let's go ahead and do the same exercises with our left leg. Right, bring up your left leg and start your circles. Go ahead and give that a second. We need to finish doing those leg circles with our left leg. All right, if you need a little longer, go ahead. If not, if you're ready, go and bring your left leg and make those circles in the opposite direction. All right, so just reverse your circle from whatever direction you were going before. Right, next exercise, let's do our heel raises. So with your feet flat on the floor, you're going to push up with your toes and bring up your heels from the floor. Make sure that you're going the same speed up and down. Next, we're going to go ahead and do our seated marches. Alright, so just bring up your legs in a seated march. Alright, try to bring up your knees as high as you can. Next, we'll move on to our core hold. Alright, so we're just going to do a couple of these. Alright, you're going to bring out your legs, keep your back straight, hold out your arms, and hold that position as long as you can. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And relax. We're going to do one more. And when you're ready, bring up your legs, hold up your arms, and hold that position as long as you can. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, relax. All right, so next, what we have left for the first half is our eye exercises and our mouth exercises. Hold up your thumb, and you're going to keep your head pointing forward, and we're going to follow our thumb in a circle with just our eyes. So when you're ready, okay, hold up your thumb, okay, and make a circle with your thumb, and follow your thumb with your eyes, but keep your head pointing forward. Right, so I'm only watching my thumb with my eyes. Okay, go ahead and close your eyes, let your hand relax. We need to do the same exercise, only this time we need to make a circle in the other direction. Okay, so if you need to rest your eyes longer, go ahead. If you're ready, put up your thumb, open your eyes, and make that circle in the other direction. Okay. Remember, keep your eyes on your thumb as you go around that circle. Keep it slow and Our next eye exercise is holding up our thumb in front of us and keeping it still. We're going to keep our eyes on our thumb, but this time we're going to move our head side to side. If you're ready, go ahead and put up your thumb, open up your eyes, and move your head side to side, but keep your eyes on your thumb as you're moving your head. ahead and close your eyes, let your hand relax. Our last eye exercise is very similar. We're going to hold our thumb out in front of us. We're going to keep our eyes on our thumb, but we're going to move our head up and down. When you're ready, ramp your thumb, open up your eyes. Keep your eyes on your thumb as you move your head up and down. Go ahead and close your eyes and relax your hand. Next we have our mouth exercises. Okay. Alright, so before we start our mouth exercises, you want to massage your cheeks and your jaw. When you're ready, our first exercise is to open your mouth as wide as you can. So either do the whole motion very slowly, open and closed, or you can hold it halfway. All right, so you're going to do it slowly. Try not to yawn, but I know it's pretty much like a slow motion yawn. So keep the motion slow. Or if it's easier, you can hold that motion halfway through, so halfway before you're fully open, we have a full mouth fully open, and then halfway as you're closing. So hold it halfway at both, on the way open and then on the way closed. So you're going to hold. Our next exercise is to smile really big. Right, so same idea. Either do the motion slow as you are opening, you're basically opening your mouth, and then as you close it, so as you smile, and then as you go back to a neutral mouth, or you can hold it halfway up. All right, so you can do the whole motion slowly. Or you can hold it halfway. Okay, you can choose the version that is a challenge for you. Right. Just a couple more. Okay. Our next mouth exercise is to do lip smacks. So you're going to pull your lips together, and then you are going to suck in and open your jaws. So just a couple more. Okay. Next, let's move to our tongue exercises. So one corner of the mouth to the other corner of the mouth. Again, try to do it slowly. Okay. Next, we need to try and touch our tongue to our nose, and then our tongue to our chin. Right, tap to your nose. Okay. All right, and our last mouth exercise is to frown and then swallow. All right, let's move on to our core exercises, and then we'll do our aerobic exercises. All right. So let's take a few deep breaths before we start our core exercises. Right, so here we're really focused on the muscles through our abdomen, right, and here through our sides, and possibly a little bit through your back as well, but primarily here through your abdomen muscles. So let's take a few deep breaths. Breathe in and out, in and out. One more, in and out. Okay. All right, so our first one is going to be a trunk twist. You can either do it with your feet flat on the floor. I will show you that one first. Or you can lift up your feet to try and challenge your abdomen muscles more. Okay. All right, so I'm not just moving my arm side to side. I am rotating here. Right, shifting my waist, right, and I'm going to go side to side. Ideally, you want to try to get to at least 10, right, and you want to go as far over to each side as you can. Side. So you can also just lift your legs slightly and do the same motion, right? Or you can extend your legs out and do the same motion. Okay, those are all different versions. The more you lift up your legs and the more you lean back, the more challenging it will get for your core muscles. Okay. Again, try to get to 10. If you're already at 10, try and do a little more. Okay. All right. Our next core exercise is for our sides. Okay. So if you have your elbows at your side, what you're really trying to do is touch your elbow to your hip, right? So you aren't going to be able to, but that's the motion you're going for. So if you kind of have your elbows tucked in at your side, right, you are just You're aiming to try and get that elbow in towards your hip. Okay. Right. I would say, your goal is maybe 15. Right. You want to try to get to 15 on each side. But somewhere in the area of 15. I did lose count a little bit, so more is better. Certainly, but obviously if you are experiencing any pain, don't go past the point of pain, take a break, or stop if you need to. Okay, let's switch sides. Okay, so again, I'm just doing that lateral twist, or lateral crunch. All right, let that relax. Next, we're going to do an exercise called Windshield Wipers. Okay. So make sure that you're scooted forward a little bit in your chair. Okay. You can lean against the back of the chair if you need to, but keep your back straight. I'll show you from the side in just a moment. I'm going to hold the sides of the chair with my hands, okay? And I'm going to lift up my feet and swing them side to side. If I need to support underneath, my other foot, right. So just like I'm cleaning the windshield just side to side. Okay, remember to keep your back straight. Okay, let me show you how it looks from the side. Okay, so if you need to lean against that back, right, just make sure your back is straight and that you're not curled up, okay, because that can hurt your back. So, straight back, you can lean here, and you're just going to go side to side, okay, or you're just going to keep up without using the back of your chair. Okay, and with those sort of exercise, try to aim for 10 to 15 to each side. Next, we're going to do a forward punch, so feet flat on the floor. I am still scooted forward on the edge of the chair, and I'm just going to make a punching motion forward. Okay. Right, and I'll go to the side. Right. So you just want to go as far as your movement will allow. Right. If you do a little bit of a lean forward, that's going to be more challenging for your core muscles. But if you need to just stay upright, okay, and with just a little, right, just whichever moment you can, and try to do it a little bit faster so we can start working on increasing our heart rate, as our focus is on aerobics, and heart health, and getting your heart some exercise today too. I know it gets exercise all the time, but our focus for these exercises is to try and increase your heart rate, specifically to work your heart muscle. Okay. Again, 10 to 15, probably close to that. I was talking and not counting. next we're gonna go to the side. Right, so same motion, except now we're going to just punch to the side. Right, so let that relax. Now we're going to do the same thing on the other side, right? So if you need to take a break, please do. If not, if you're ready, go ahead and do it to the other side. Our next core exercise is a knee tuck. Alright, so it's probably easier if I show you from the side. Alright, so I'm going to hold on to the sides of the chair for support. If you need to hold on to the handles, just choose that position for your hands. It might be a little easier if they're closer to where your bottom is. You can keep it straight back and lean back just a little. And you're going to bring your knees up towards your chest. Okay. If you're only able to have a little movement, just try and do that as fast as you can and hold it. All right. Sorry, just hold that position with your back. Okay. Right, but you want to do the biggest movement you can and bringing those knees towards your chest. Right, this is a knee tuck. Right. I'll show you from the front. Right, and again, so just as much knee movement as you can and bringing them closer to your chest. All right, again, around 10 to 15. Probably close to that by now. All right. Okay, let that relax. Alright, so we'll get started on our next set of exercises. Alright, so for these exercises, you do want to be focused on trying to do them as fast as you can. It's perfectly okay if you can't do the full range, right? Just do the movement that you can as fast as you can. Again, we're trying to increase your heart rate and give your heart muscle some exercise. A little more than we normally would during our exercise. And again, just challenging our heart within limits, right? You know what is safe and right for you, and trying to increase our heart rate. So hopefully you'll feel a little bit warm when we're done with these exercises. The first one is just a basic a walk. So you're going to lift your opposite hand and knee, right? Right, almost like I'm walking. Okay. Right. And again, right, whatever movement you have. Okay. Right. So, yeah. So just okay. So if you just have I got backwards there, sorry. Okay, let's move on to the next one. I think you understand the motion, and I'm sure you did that as fast as you can. Okay, leg lift and twist. I'm going to lift my right leg, okay, and I'm going to twist side to side. Okay. And about 10 to 15 to each side. Right, if you're only able to move here, that's fine. Okay. If you can only raise your leg here while it's still bent, that's fine too. Right, so just do as much of the movement as you can, but do it as fast as you can here with your arms. Okay. And if we're trying to challenge our heart, right, we want to move a little faster to get our heart rate to increase. Okay, go ahead and switch legs, and go ahead and start. Let that relax. Next we're going to do arm swings. Okay. So you can either do alternating arms or you can move them in the same direction together. Should move them aside. Right. So alternating arms, or you can move them together. Okay. Okay. But yeah, we're just here, we're focused on that movement. Looks like that. Right, and just as fast as you can. Okay. Next, we're going to do elbow to knee. Right, so you're going to do opposite knee or knee, opposite knee. So if you can, you're going to raise up your knee, okay, and meet your opposite elbow. Okay. Right, if that motion is difficult, you can lean forward and tap your elbows to your knee. Right. So whichever motion you can do, right, you're going to do it as fast as you can. Don't forget to keep breathing, but do that motion as fast as you can. Next, we have kicks, right? So you're just going to raise your knee, extend your leg, bring it back down. It's a little easier, I think, if we do one side at a time. Right? So just out and then back down. Okay, now straighten the side. Again, just right as fast as you can. Switch legs. leg and tap your heel, and then bring it back and tap your toe. Right? Let me scoot back one more so you can see. So out and touch your heel, in and touch your toe. Okay. If you're not able to extend your heel, your leg all the way, right, you can just as far as you can go. Right, and again, just as fast as you can for the movement that you can reach. Okay, so you want to reach to the farthest range you can, right, for this exercise. Right, and 10 to 15, 15 to 20, somewhere around there. Is how many times you want to be doing that. Okay, so from the side. Okay, switch legs. Next, we're going to do something very similar, except we're going to tap to the side. Okay, so if you're ready, right, we're going to go out, out, in, right. Okay. If you're not able to make that motion, then you could just lift your leg. So out, and if you end up with a different rhythm, that is fine. Right, but just be moving as fast as you can. I already lost count, so I'm going to call that maybe 7. Next, we're going to do a half jack, which is just like a modified jumping jack without any of the jumping. Don't worry. You're still going to do this from your chair. Okay. So, so actually the motion with our legs is very similar to what we just did. Our arms, instead of coming up to the sides, we're going to go in front of us. Okay. So you're just going to do half of our legs at a time with that jumping jack. So instead of both together, we'll just do one at a time. So I will demonstrate. So we go up and out, down and in, and then with the other leg, out and up with our arms, and then in and down with our arms. Okay, so this is full motion. If we only did, if you have limited movement, right, so okay. Once you get kind of in the hang of it and you've got your rhythm, then go as fast as you can. last exercise before we do some cool down stretches is going to be a march and a sprint. Okay? So we're just walking with our legs, and then we're going to do that motion but faster, and that's what we're calling the sprint. You're not actually running or going anywhere. We're still just going to stay put in our chairs. Okay? So you're going to start with a slow march. So just like we did, lift your knees. If you can, lift your knees as high as you can, but if you just have to lift them slightly, that movement is still fine. Alright, so we'll do a slow march. Then we'll go to a faster sprint. So just increase your speed as fast as you can. Okay, then back to a slow march. Into a fast march, into a fast sprint. Okay, slow march. Fast sprint. Okay, slow march. All right, one more of each. Okay, fast sprint. And slow march. Okay. All right. That is it for exercises. Now we're just going to do some stretches. And hopefully you got your heart rate up. So the stretches are to obviously stretch our muscles and get our heart rate back to our typical heart rate. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a few deep breaths, and then we'll start those stretches. Breathe in and out, in and out, in and out. Alright, let's start with our knee pull-ups. So you can either pull your knee up here and hold it, right, or you can cross it over. Right. Stretch it here, so just hold it there. Breathe in and out, and in and out, in, out. Go ahead and let that leg down. Okay, switch legs. Okay. Here. So stretch that and hold it. Breathe in and out. In and out. In and out. In and out. Okay, go ahead and let me rest. Next, we're going to stretch our legs some more. So extend your legs out, point your toes up towards the ceiling. You don't actually have to lift your legs. You're going to keep your legs on the floor, keep your toes pointed towards the ceiling. and lean down towards your toes. Breathe in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. All right. One more for our legs. We're going to stretch our inner thighs. Okay. So spread your knees apart, right? Bring them to the edge. All right, and you're going to push on your knees and get a stretch through your inner thighs. All right, so just go as far as you can until you feel that stretch. Breathe in and out. In and out. And in and out. Okay. Great. Let's go ahead and stretch our sides. Yep, so just keep your arms at your side. Right, and you're just going to lean towards the side. Hold it. Right, when we're stretching now, you're actually going to feel the stretch on the opposite side that we're leaning to. So you should feel the stretch here. Breathe in and out. In, out. Go ahead and come up to center. All right, switch sides. Lean to the other side. Breathe in and out. In and out. And in and out. In and out. We'll do a chest stretch, so put your arms behind you, right, and just hold that position. Breathe in and out, in and out. Okay, let that relax. All right, let's do our shoulders. So you're just gonna bring your right arm across your body, right? You can rest on your shoulder, rest on the side, right? But hold it there. Breathe in and out, and in, and out. Switch arms. Bring your left arm over your shoulder, your right shoulder. Breathe in, out, and in, and out. All right, one more stretch. Let's go ahead and stretch our neck. All right, so right ear to right shoulder, and just hold it there. Breathe in, and out, and in, and out. Go ahead and bring your head up to center. And now to the left side, left ear to left shoulder. Breathe in, and out, and in, and out. Come back up to center. All right, that is it for our class today. Thank you so much, everyone out there who is watching this class. Thank you so much for participating. Hope your Friday has been great so far. So have a great weekend. Have a great rest of your day for this Friday. We will return on Monday at 10 o'clock for stretching and mindfulness. And again, at 1 o'clock on Monday for our rehabilitative strengthening and endurance class, and a topic of surprise. We'll see what we're going to do next week. All right, we'll see you then. Thank you for coming and joining me. Have a great weekend.